Hi, Chris Martin here.
And Robert Goetzl.
Outside, kind of reminds me of Outward Bound.
Yes, it does.
I can see our breath. To celebrate Earth Day. Did you know, Robert, it's the 55th anniversary of Earth Day?
1970?
Yeah. I was 15.
Okay.
And I can't say I remember it clearly, but I do know the whole idea of acknowledging this precious Earth of ours resonated with me when I was young, and it continues to this day.
I know it does.
Yeah. So this is what, the fourth Earth Day guitar?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Polar bears, yeah.
Right.
And there's concerns about polar bears right now.
Apparently a lot.
Yes.
And mostly their environment.
Right.
So as sheet ice disappears,
Right.
and that is particularly important to their survival.
Yep.
We're finding a situation where now the bears are struggling to survive, but also they're moving on to land. And we need to cohabitate as humans with bears when there's not enough sheet ice to sustain these creatures, because that's where they hunt.
Okay.
They then begin to look around for other sources of food, which are not exactly nutritive to them.
Oh, okay. Yep.
So now we have female polar bears who are not getting the right amount of nutrients, and the cubs are now suffering. So it's a generational issue, and that's partly why this theme of like polar bear mother and cub.
Okay. Yeah, I would imagine
future generations.
They need a pretty high protein, high fat diet.
Yes.
Just to
seals,
bulk
basically.
up, right? For the winter, particularly. Yeah.
Right.
We started with the original.
Right. And then it becomes the biosphere.
That was a question again of what rights do we have to call it what it is, and we felt biosphere was a safer brand for us to apply to these sustainable guitars.
Yes.
Yep.
Completely sustainable.
Yeah. It's been a journey. You know.
Yes, it is.
The whoever decided that rare exotic hardwoods make really good sounding acoustic guitars, they were right. But over time, those rare exotic hardwoods have gotten rarer and more exotic and more expensive.
That's right.
And highly regulated.
But it's let you have the ability to try other woods, which make beautiful sounds as well.
Yeah, and you know, the advantage we have is we have some really cool, durable designs. We didn't change the design of the guitar, we changed the materials that we use to make the guitar.
Right, and each one of these is actually a different model.
My hope has always been with these guitars that it encourages conversation. That this is the point at which we should remember Earth Day since 1970 and remember why it happened. I was almost a hippie. I was like a couple years too young to be a hippie, but that was a generation that said we have to talk about resources. We can't just assume that there's an endless supply of resources in perpetuity.
Right. And I think that came about from some of the Apollo flights.
Oh, okay.
As guys were going to the moon, they could look back and realize this little blue orb hanging in that dark black velvet. Yeah. This is the only one.
Right. It was in the right place at the right time. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
So, you know, and I hope too that, again, as you said, that it just brings awareness.
Right.
And that the awareness is also not at the moment, but generations, future generations, and hopefully we can make that work for many years.
You know, as adults, one of our highest callings is to leave our children a better place to live.
Right.